Or, hello, hello, hello. This is Kiro and a ragdoll with a guide. Just in case. The fact that you said that you were ready with a guide before I started streaming is indicative of what's coming up. Hi. Swoosh. Sounds of games. Slowly fading in, but they're quiet enough that it didn't matter. It's fine, don't worry about it. I might worry about it, maybe. It's possible to bad end the case. Ah. Right. Is this the first time there's actually been meaningful choices in these games? Does have multiple endings, okay. Well, that's interesting. Maybe I shouldn't be rotating my saves quite as frequently. But that's fine. But yeah. Welcome back to the Anchi Attorney, Phoenix Wright. I would do a summary, but the two people in chat already know this game, so... But basically, our client is Mr. Evil. I'm actually evil this whole time, and I was pretending to be airheaded. And he basically admits to hiring the assassin to do it, and then also kind of blackmailing the assassin with the video evidence of it happening. On guard as a bastard, exactly. So yeah. Turns out. So we're sort of caught in between a rock and a hard place of do we do what he says and get Maya back, or do we actually get him, you know, done for the crime? Do you always blackmail the assassin you hire for something? Yes. It's a great idea. It won't backfire at all. Speaking of backfiring, how long has it been since Francisco got shot? Literally no one's asked who did that. I feel like that should be more important than it is. But anyway, yeah. We are, I think, going into the next day of court. Our friend Powers has been called up as a witness. The police are very happy about that, but won't tell us why. Yeah, stuff and things and intrigue and whatnot. So let's just hop right in. Part 4. Hi, Jib.
Excuse me. I got vitally important business with these two fish. Thank you.
Which two fish? Go on, show them as the end of the punchline. There they are. These two fish. We saw this last time, so it doesn't matter. Phoenix is having a dream. A little bit of Bach Toccata and Fugue going on in the background for drama. Hope Ajib is doing well. Clang. Why are we still here? Just to suffer, yes. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. Ellipsis. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today, I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. March 23rd, 9:43 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Oh, faded out again. And then faded in. Phone call. Doing a little dance. Yeah, nature should have fixed our teeth. I need to book a dentist appointment, actually. Anyway. For now, escapism. They've evolved so much. Why are we still stuck with the tooth? Imagine how much worse it would be if you didn't brush. Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. Oh, hey, I'm right here. Gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Beep. Hey, look, there's guards right there. It's fine. If you please, Mr. Lawyer, remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Now listen up. Here's a story about a little guy. You better get on guard, a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Maya. Phoenix. Oh god, not you. Really? Oh no. Who keeps giving him that drink? It's in manifests. If you've ever seen the Mitchell and Webb sketch about Poirot, she's doing the evil voice. It's a similar thing. She's now holding a cigarillo. This can happen. Not leaving your head anytime soon. Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what? What am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please! There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Oh, hey, hope. Ah! Instead of cussing on guard again. Beep. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Ah, Gumshoe. I'm really sorry. Where are you? Oh, they let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial's over, until the verdict is handed down, we're gonna do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Meyer out, then you can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true, I could do that if they found Meyer first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go with Mr. Edgeworth with everything you got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it our all we got, just like you. You got it. Okay, thanks, Gumshoe. Beep. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world. And you have it in abundance. Sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face. Yeah! Looks like we're coming to the end. ... I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. Why is Gumshoe on this case? I thought he was fired. Hi Bear, how you doing? We're power of friendshipping this court case. Quorum number 3. Time to host a clown show with hubby.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The defense is really ready. The defense is so ready. Let me describe to you just how ready I am in a very long-winded...
One sec, I just gotta remember how legs work.
What? Oh, it was a quote. Fair enough.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands.
I found the burger. It has an eye now. Tilda cat.
It has an eye now. Very weird way of saying that. It has an eye now.
There's a fine line between horror and rom-com tilde ragdoll.
Welcome to the horror and all rom-com. Need to drag this case out.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands.
I should specify that my throat was a bit weird this morning, and it got better over the course of the day. But weird things might happen, so bear that in mind.
The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing the nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
Then you're saying that she's guilty after all?
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Bang!
Yes, Juan Corredor was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt On Guard.
What a surprise in turn of events.
Edgeworth, we're trying to take this slow.
I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor.
I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. Yeah, I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Bang!
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
Hey, Will.
Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please.
Okay, I'm Will Powers. I'm a poor underpaid action star.
And what is your relation to the defendant?
Well, that's, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah?
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
Oh, sorry, well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yeah. He didn't say that. I didn't know that, etc. But, you know, we didn't actually get to see Matt when I went.
All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went into Mr. On Guard's room.
Okay, sure. Oh, well. The visit to Matt's room. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume, you know. He were talking with someone. First I thought it was a bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night and couldn't make them wait for me.
Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
And talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
If one assumes that the person Mr. On Guard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
Ooh. Tap, tap, tap. Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just gonna have to charge in head first, right? Clang, clang. Cross-examinations. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Hold it! Helms! The defendant's room? Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sorta. No, I wanted to say congrats.
What's wrong? Why did you stop?
Mr. Wright? What is it? You're gonna try and trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. What? No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time?
Witness, I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony.
Sorry.
So, you went to the defendant's room, and then?
Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? I mean, you're defending a killer. Sort of happens, Edgeworth's gonna talk to him later. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his little samurai costume. Are you sure that was Matt on guard? Oh yeah, I'm sure. He weren't wearing the little samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken.
And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room?
Personally, quote, talk. Quote.
You were talking with someone. At first I thought it were the bellboy.
At first? What do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on a tray.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he were a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Oh, sorry, but I can't remember right now, sorry.
Guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. That's fine, we're trying to waste time. It's a bold thing in a game like this to say, we're gonna drag this out as long as possible, deliberately. And we're gonna tell you that we're doing that, so you can't blame us.
I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back.
You saw the two of them? The bellboy and the defendant together, correct? Yes?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
I did feel somewhat weird. Oh, you think it were because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? It's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So, how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think. I had guests with me that night and couldn't make them wait for me.
So, who were these guests you're talking about,
You guys, of course. You and Meyer, Little Pearl. Oh, I thought it'd be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
It's like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. Ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
Oh, there is actually something I can pick up on, okay. Pressing is pointless, but there's something. I was expecting this to just be a story beat, but again, I guess I actually have to do some deduction already. Yes, we also have this wooden bear-shaped figurine covered in many thin cuts for some reason. We have the Celeste with love. Celeste, found at the On Guard mansion. Receipt that On Guard bought the big stuffed bear. The big stuffed bear with the camera in its eye. The transmitter inside the big stuffed bear. The camera in the eye of the big stuffed bear. The picture card that Mrs. Andrews was carrying. Photo taken by Lotta in the hallway. Knife. Autopsy. Shock. Suicide note. Button in the karma. The wine glass. Guitar case. Hotel guide map. Haven't really used this, have we? I don't think we've used that in evidence yet. Article, camera, radio transceiver, ticket for the conference, general picture of the samurai, Magatama, and attorney's badge. Already stuck. Okay. Let's go through this again. Yeah. Okay. After the award ceremony, you went by yourself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in the Nickel Samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but I gave back and went back and guessed with me that night. I couldn't make them wait. What can we pick up on there? I mean, they did say that we should make this last as long as possible. And I think I'm helping. Was there any statement where press led to a dangling thread? About 3 of them. One of them was the tip, right? So this one? At first, I think it's normal. Oh, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated. Okay, but is this the first time we've had to press the same thing twice? Is that a new mechanic?
You know, it did feel somewhat weird. I think it were because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, you really know your job.
It's more you had to press them out of order. Oh, okay, so we learned something from a pressing that we then used in a different one. Again, I think that's new. Don't think this is the first time? I will trust your superior judgment, what with it being Worf.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor?
this bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Oh, no. Perhaps we should let the witness tell us, in long-winded detail.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
Oh, you mean about the bellboy, right? Oh, well, Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
Yeah, did he have a zipper down his face? Legally correct on everything you say on this day. Indeed. Including about Edgeworth's personal talk. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Yeah, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I were trying to figure out how much it would be, how much it was, because the tip really shocked me.
How much it was?
But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy were putting the tip he got in his pocket, and that's when I got my first look at the guy's face. I were really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. The face! And what was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers?
Well, he weren't exactly a boy, more like an old gramps.
Uh-huh. I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court.
No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there were a line of stitches.
A line of stitches.
Yeah, and it went straight from the tippy top of his head down to the bottom of his chin.
Hi, Blams, it's you.
There will be discipline. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out.
He was there, at On Guard's house.
He was the butler.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. So that means On Guard was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, On Guard would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything.
Easily done. Yes, Chief.
You sure you don't have anything you'd like to say, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What did you say, Your Honor?
Nothing, Mr. Wright, nothing. We're just going round and round in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony.
I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back.
I'm going to go back and also talk about the tip. Blah, blah, blah. Something surprising. Not that dumb. The tip. Bang. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
Sure. But giving him that much money was maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much?
Would you please clarify for the court about how much you would say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Did I disguise the yawn I just did there?
Oh, honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
And why is that?
Oh, because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash? Oh, look at his little demeanor.
Ah, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash that can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
Indeed, that's the whole iceberg.
The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious. Raises an objection, I guess? We've got to stop proceedings. Objection! The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him.
Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
Oh, he's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work.
So supposing that a roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
Ooh, tip, tip, tip.
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corridor.
Then the bellboy the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin.
Bang, bang, bang.
Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor?
Yes.
I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley the Killer?
He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person this witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer.
Really?
Well, what's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Oh, actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
But what?
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us about what you saw.
Oh, yes, sir. Right away. Can do.
The witness testimony the second time.
This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier, came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corridor's room. Now that I think about it, the bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean...
Thank you very much. That is all we need for now.
Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more.
Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if the bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and to make us laugh.
This is no laughing matter. Cross-examination the second time. Press everything.
This time, we were in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom.
And what time was it?
Well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back, and then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 by then?
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers?
Oh, sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say, my congrats. That's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room.
Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Yeah.
And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform, after all.
But, you see, well, he had those stitches on his face. So I'm sure it's the same guy that we're talking with, Matt.
So, which room did the bellboy come out of? Out of which room did the bellboy come? Grammar. Thank you.
Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carmen's room.
The victim's room, huh?
Yeah, the one with all the pretty flowers and the teddy bears and all that. It was Juan Carmen's room, alright?
Words cannot describe how screwed I am.
Let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
It's not the most elegant lean back in, but sure.
Now that you think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place.
Yeah, so what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next. Well, the bellboy were empty-handed.
Empty-handed?
That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, and he weren't holding a tray either. You call that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I agree, that's a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? No, he was carrying a tray with juice that ended up in the room. He put down the tray of juice and left without the tray of juice. Seems perfectly reasonable. What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or no? Try to pull a fast one. Gonna pull a fast one. Bang. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy.
But there really, really is.
There really, really isn't.
If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one.
Edworth, you gonna do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest room empty-handed.
Press! So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed?
Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he were holding a tray in his hand, and there were a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it.
Juice? What kind of juice was it?
I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record.
So he had to be the assassin.
Moment you drop an order of room service, another order just materializes in your hands. You would have thought the technology would be used to materialize it in the room, but no! I've still got to carry it. I put myself as the bellboy in this situation. Right. Photo of the crime scene, please. Hey look, a tray with tomato juice on it.
Objection!
Mr. Powers?
Yeah?
You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But, ain't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and...
Don't be ableist. So, baseball has stitches. You're saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Phoenix, this is not where I thought you were going with this evidence.
Oh. Well, there was also... I mean, what about him being empty-handed?
Yeah, that line. I can imagine that line is well known among people who like these games. It feels like a Christmas, almost Christmas isn't Christmas sort of deal. Are all baseballs suspicious? I'd like to ask the court here to please take a look here, please, here, and here.
This is the crime scene.
There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corridor's body.
I don't see a wine glass, I see a juice glass.
You know what I mean. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on the top of the table in the lower right corner here, covered up by the subtitles. Anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corridor's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
But can you prove that Mr. Corridor was already dead at that time?
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
I blame you for leading me down this route.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say, empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Oh yeah, we almost forgot.
What?
That bellboy, you were wearing gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, got to focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves.
Oh, come on, mister, right? That bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
He has stitches down his face. Who knows what other kind of medical issues he has? He might have to wear black leather gloves because there's nothing else that wouldn't mess up with his skin and the stitches all over them probably, maybe. So are footballs made of leather? Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? How many times is this going to work, Felix?
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant, and then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe that was just another bellboy.
Is that a flamethrower? No, that's a sword.
Or is it a baseball?
Welcome to the year 40,009, Shawk.
40,009, Chalk.
Oh, it seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
The rest?
Oh yes, please tell us more.
Oh, okay.
Yet more, their second meeting.
After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room, then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, he went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, went to the defendant's room.
Yeah, she kind of saw all that by accident.
Some accident? I'd say he saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Their second meeting.
Well, after leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that.
Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me? I may be a poor underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers?
From the door to the bathroom in my left eye in a sort of sneaky spy like, I knew he was spying.
Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That is all I care to know.
He gave something to the person inside the room.
Bang. I said hold it. I did.
Okay.
That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details.
Okay.
Should probably ask him only one question at a time. The person inside. So who took this something the bellboy handed off?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm.
Then you're saying that you didn't see the person's face?
Yeah.
Well, it was Mr. Engarde's room, correct? So it could only have been Mr. Engarde himself, I'd say.
And then, what did the bellboy do after that?
Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing.
I mean, I'm gonna go back and... I don't care about that. I'm going back and doing that again. Bang, bang, bang. Said hold it, blah, 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 hold it again. I've said hold it several times. About this something. He gave something to this person.
Oh yeah.
And what was this something?
Oh, if I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a summit, would I?
But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kind of small.
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Oh yeah. It was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really important? That important?
Of course, Your Honor, I think this is of the utmost importance.
Bang.
This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off.
Well, let's see. I think it were... No.
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir. Oh, if I saw it again, I can say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue.
It's the bear. Interesting.
Objection!
Let's try. Da 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 da.
What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up.
Oh, it was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? Oh, I have a feeling that something bad's gonna happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw. Was it this item?
Oh, hey, that's the summer. Oh, well, mister, you really figured it out.
I recall we found this at Matt on Guard's mansion.
At the defendant's house?
Bang.
What does this mean?
Oh, it's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Corridor in his room, and then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear being found at Mr. Engarde's mansion would mean...
It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt on Guard is the killer's client.
Whisper, whisper. Bang, bang, bang.
Order, order, order! I said order! Is everyone ready to order? Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's all right. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. Oh, I almost forgot he knew about it too.
I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Bang. Your Honor, a minute, please.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can at that. All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like us to explore further?
Testimony of the person who received the bear itself. Gonna get the person who received the bear. There was one thing in Mr. Power's testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear.
He gave something to the person inside the room.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of. Ah! Huh?
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're gonna scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, actually, so I remembered. I remember who took the bear. Huh?
Really?
I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It were the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it. I wondered if that would come up. I was rather hoping it wouldn't have been, and then we could use that as an important. Where's the guy's zip face gone? You've got to be kidding.
Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I'm sure it were the Little Samurai.
Bang, bang, bang. Order! It looks like you've dug your own grave, yet again.
Oh, how many times is that today? I've lost count.
So, the person who took this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt on Guard is the Nickel Samurai.
Thanks to the defense, we made that all the clearer.
What am I supposed to do now, Mia? Help!
You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from, and hurry.
Exactly, we have two Nickel Samurai. Hold it! Your Honor, I didn't even read what you said.
Again, Mr. Wright? We've already removed any and all questionable areas of his testimony.
It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. Bang. There are still questions left unanswered.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further?
Do we do that again? And then point out that there were two costumes? Or do we have to do something else? Testimony, the bear. I mean, yeah, what's the point of the bear? Why did he take a bear? There were loads of bears. Why did he take a bear? There's probably more expensive ones than this. Explain the bear. Bang. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear, Mr. Wright?
This was found at Mr. Onguard's mansion. However, Mr. Onguard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh.
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Onguard who took this bear to the mansion.
Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point.
I certainly didn't.
There was no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Disaster averted. Not really, because it still managed to get there.
Oh, you haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. I remember it as clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Onguard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape.
Oh, I can't believe it. That butler, all this time he was the killer. We just said that.
The killer and On Guard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at On Guard's mansion as its butler.
What a bold move.
The bear figurine was brought back to On Guard mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, On Guard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during that investigation.
I'm less than an hour in and I'm losing the ability to read.
Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
Oh, this is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all?
I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was who received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt on Guard. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you?
I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do? Raise an objection? Don't have a choice?
I will now announce my...
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at On Guard Mansion. However, what's Phoenix's excuse? It wasn't Sempo, it was a girl called Sparkle. Sparkle did it. Sempo is innocent. He was in a bin the whole time. However, it's possible that this is all the work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. Right.
The real client?
Yes.
Is this all you have?
Yeah.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Before which we will save. Who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer?
I guess we're saying Adrian.
Adrian Andrews?
Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt On Guard for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume.
Oh, then the nickel samurai arm that I saw.
Oh, that could very well have been Ms. Andrews.
But what about Mr. On Guard?
No, maybe? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then found in this figure at Mr. On Guard's mansion.
Oh, it was a well-laid trap set by Ms. Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
Oh, I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either.
What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell On Guard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt on someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if this whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up. Bang. It took a while, Judge.
Order, order, order! All disrupted parties will be forced to leave this courtroom.
Your Honor, ... For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with this what-if game.
Is what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Huh? Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
Oh, he's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Oh, why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews.
And who would that be?
Oh, it's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bang. Oh, wow. It's an immediate cut. I was going to take a drink. Screw you, I'm going to take a drink anyway. Stay hydrated, everyone. March 23rd, 11:54 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? Oh, but I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian.
I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick! Oh, thank God you're back to normal. But Pearl, where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Maya? The Steel Samurai? The Steel Samurai's here to save us. You'll prepare witnesses? Do a little jig. Anyway. Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. Beep. Oh, because Power's voice is in my head now. Hey, that's the one, yeah. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Whew, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where to kill her and Maya are?
We still don't have any leads, but,
What? We don't have any more time.
Oh, if we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful.
I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent! What? A tent! Of course! It's obvious! Ah, a tent. I could see a circus tent. Maya? Mia. Ah, Mia. Bugger, you were gone for like 5 minutes. Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now, but I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe! Is there a circus? Is there a circus in town right now?
There's only one, pal, the very big circus.
Maya's somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent.
What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map, about 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry!
And I could see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox.
Okay, what else?
What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but that was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or so?
I heard an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Yeah, good luck. I'll call you later. Don't let your battery die. Oh, that's Gumshoe.
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Sorry, I was copying you. You normally do that to me.
Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Gumshoe, please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. You all right, Phoenix? Oh, it's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. The circus is in this courtroom. The circus is coming back. I don't like that. My brain's having thoughts, and I don't like them. March 23rd, 12:05 p.m., District Court, room number 12.
Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to the client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item?
I will allow that message. Thank you. Thank you, Automod. I will allow thoughts. Oh dear. Someone does need to burn this circus down.
From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
I understand. I'm not American. What's going on?
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have.
You've seen it before.
That's right, it's only natural the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court as to this bear's secrets? All right.
Why does she... The bear figurine. Figurine. Figurine? Ugh.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's just a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
So, this figurine, it's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, this is a superb craftsmanship. Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
I did think it was a box. Or like, you could take it apart and there'd be something in it. Dude's telling us about a case a while back. 1 minute it's asking, what do you mean by the whole truth? Such a terrible question to say in court.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle.
Is it now? A puzzle?
That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So, what kind of puzzle is this exactly? The case is still popping off.
If you know the correct order, then it can be taken apart one piece at a time.
So you can take it apart. And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right and push it in.
Oh, yeah, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is most interesting.
Oh, boy, and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. And not just mentally. Just like to point out that I haven't pressed anything during all that just happened. The defense is motioning for mistrial because the judge was mean to them.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead, carry on.
Oh, I think he's lost it.
So, what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item.
And how do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you.
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
So, it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear.
Oh! So, who exactly knew how to solve the puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. Presumably whoever made it, and whoever sold it. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are many people with the same bear in this country.
Wasn't there a thing from Switzerland in the first game? Like the very first case of the first game? Like a clock or something? I can't remember.
But this looks like it can easily be broken, especially if somebody wanted to get what's inside.
Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
A clock that was a statue. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box?
Oh, I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew.
The two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. On Guard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm going to get for now. Small puzzle box with a hollow thing inside. Only Corridor and Andrew knows how to open it.
Oh, no. Well, Mr. Wright. Oh, I think even you have come to realize... that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is, this bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's inside?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness? Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please.
That doesn't look like a bear. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now that she solves a... Click. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted?
What is that? It looks like a note.
I don't think we need to guess at what that is. Do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note.
The suicide note.
So fast I couldn't even finish the sentence.
The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste Inpax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Inpax had a very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name in this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Order! Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything's going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note's been found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note?
That's right. At least, that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it's only appropriate that the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it.
Women be shopping, men be pissing.
Definitely relevant to what's happening.
I was going to burn it, for her sake, before going shopping. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. After all, I need to be pissing. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud.
Very well.
The judge's voice rang loud and clear through though the deadly silent courtroom. I think that's supposed to be through.
Well, the cauliflower didn't explode. The orb on top did.
It's important to know which part of the cauliflower is going to explode. In her note, Celeste Inpax left to us a record of all that had happened to her, about being used and then being thrown away by On Guard, about being engaged to Corridor and On Guard's role in destroying it, and about how she decided in her despair to end it all.
And that's all Ms. Impax had to say.
There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. On Guard.
Then what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word!
Met On Guard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
So the suicide note found inside the figurine, it tells of On Guard's horrible misdeeds. It's On Guard's fault that the woman killed herself, and this time, he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible, what a selfish person. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend the creeps too.
There is no room for doubt here. Mr. De Killer's client's goal was to obtain this
it?
Yes, it is.
Is this all you have to show me?
I give no more effort for unnamed characters, I assure you. Mr. DeKiller's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note, and the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
How am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe, somehow, I can find a way out of this situation through one of those. The gavel is already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry. So be safe. Ha-ha! Still confused as to how this guy can have a fresh like a spring breeze image when he's supposedly such a womanizer. That's fine. All the women just mysteriously disappear. Suicide note of the figurine. Which one of these should I pursue? Okay, here are my thoughts. The figurine is an issue because if they were really, really desperate to get the suicide note, why is it still intact? The butler, i.e. the killer, had plenty of time to smash it open. Right? Now, obviously the reason is because the killer doesn't care. Like, the assassin, that's not his job. He's not important. The person who actually wanted it is in prison. But, like, that's an argument I could put forward to delay the trial. On the other hand, the suicide note, if we want to go down this route, and I really don't want to go down this route, Adrian has gone to some very extreme lengths to try and get this note. Would she not go to the extent of killing this guy? We could, and I don't want to, bring out her own statement or her own police report of her attempted suicide as evidence to prove she would go to extreme lengths to get this. And that feels bad. That feels bad. All I want to do is delay the trial. I don't actually want to completely ruin this person's life. So I'm gonna go with the figurine because I feel like it's less likely to just completely, character assassination Adrian Andrews. That's my logic.
Objection!
Objection! Bang. Please wait, Your Honor. Do we know it's a real note? I mean, there is that. Swish, 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 swish. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Corridor at the request of his At the request of his client, of course.
So, what's your point, Mr. Wright?
I don't think it's possible that Mr. De Killer's client was Matt on guard. In fact, I think there is a contradiction here. You can't tell just by looking at this bear. Oh, looking at that. You can't tell just by looking at it that this bear is really a jewelry box. The chances that Matt on guard thought the note was inside this bear are 0 to none.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
That really looks like his nep's snacking. Nep's snacking? It looks like his nep is snacking. Anyway, contradiction, Jenks mention. Cheap, play the contradiction, spot the liar. Exactly, but we've got a lot of Red Dead Redemption to get through before that's even a possibility. Exactly, but I did think it with that. But I did think of it that. We're gonna rewind. Don't you add nep is snacking to the quote bot? How dare you? Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. After all, there is no reason why Mr. On Guard would ever want a jewelry box like this.
I'm gonna pick up a bottle of blood in case we need it.
Always handy. Bang, bang, bang.
Order, order, order!
I love the 3 orders because you can hear my voice settle into the bottom of my throat as I do them. So it's like, order, order,
Order!
Next time it happens, listen out.
You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Oh, it's just a flash, but I think I did rather well on that one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. Oh, I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
Well, what is that?
It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spine?
What the? Oh, I thought that spy camera was in my possession. No, he went out with... No, that was someone else. Didn't it? Hors d'oeuvres?
Hors d'oeuvres. I wish to order some hors d'oeuvres.
Met on guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And?
Bang. The victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt on guard. It's your birthday, you're correct.
Order!
That one actually went quite smoothly, so couldn't really prove it.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities.
Well, sort of.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. Huh? But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this Gumshoe's bug sweeper? By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
Matt on guard's fingerprints were on there.
Well, Phoenix, looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? Oh, I think that this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. On Guard has learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. Oh, he got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey, now what's that lawyer thinking? Marmy, is that man the bad killer guy? Shush, stop. Don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so nasty. Phoenix? Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're gonna do next? What am I gonna do next? What, does running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but, in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it? What is it, man? There is a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate. I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Bang.
All right, I think this time we fully understand everything. And by fully understanding, I mean I'm gonna save. Like you. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
What is this piece of evidence that me is talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go? I have an objection, Your Honor. No. We didn't even do the shout, Phoenix. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Okay, that was actually in universe.
Objection!
Objection! There you go. Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily.
You're beginning to sound desperate.
That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Yeah, that. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So, you're telling me that I forgot something. Oh, you're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. Save. I have no idea where this is going. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. This piece, right here. Do I have to? I don't want to. I don't need to. I don't want to. Remember the case feeling bad at parts? Yeah. But also knowing there are other endings, it might just be like, well, maybe I can just stall enough without doing that. Maybe that's the bad ending. Need a hint? I would like a hint, please. Because otherwise I'm just going to do this. I don't really have any other thoughts. Who wrote the note? Celeste? Did she? Did we confirm that it was just found? I guess it was just found, wasn't it? I guess, okay. So I'm still in the mindset of we need to prove something. We don't need to prove anything. We just need to delay. So that is a good reasonable doubt. I do like that. How did he get in there? She showed him how to open it, put it in? Compare with the photo? Do I have the photo of the suicide? Oh, compare with this photo to check handwriting. Maybe. Well, I'm gonna see what happens, because I wouldn't have thought about that. So, thank you.
That is Ms. Impact's suicide note, right?
Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found in this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means... bang. The handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analysed.
Oh.
So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Ms. Impax or not, that has yet to even be remotely confirmed. Bang, bang.
Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting...
Mr. Wright, are you saying that this suicide note is a fake? Ms. Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Ongard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into the bear? How dare you? Bang. Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. Oh God, no! Don't say that, Edgeworth! But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Ha! Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt on guard. I didn't know such thing. Right. If you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Objection! You don't need to do objection all the time, Phoenix. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Organ? That wasn't an H, that was an N. Organ. Organ, my heart.
That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, Phoenix, please, take this home. Can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It is as the defense has stated, the handwriting has yet to be analysed.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
That's impossible. This isn't good, Phoenix. Oh, the judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. Oh, I don't think I'll physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate.
Handwriting analysis, my butt. That's just the lawyer trying to buy more time. On guard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty. 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 It's guilty. It's not guilty. Not guilty. Which means guilty. Yeah.
Whoa, what is that sound?
Gumshoe. Beep. Hello, Gumshoe.
Oh god, yes. Or no.
Yes or no. Sounds about right. What is with him and what is that sign? Where's Maya? What's happened to the killer?
He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. Sorry? I wish there was some way to make it up to you. I really do.
I will allow... motherfuckers. Thank you, Water Mod. Anyway, what's going on?
We found his hideout, pal, but the two of them were already gone.
Oh, this is terrible.
Now, I'm gonna keep looking for him, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more.
Guilty. 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 Oh, it's guilty.
Oh, guilty. Guilty.
Do you hear that? They're calling for his head.
Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh.
What is it?
Oh, let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that. We're in court.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch. Take the... Oh, that was so crummy. I love it. That's the highlight of the game right there.
Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you got to buy us more time.
Court is in session.
Beep.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you were saying?
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but... Bang.
I'm reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
Oh, this time I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
Spinny JPEGs. Objection. What? Bang.
Please wait, Your Honor.
Even if they did get him off on guard's public image is ruined. Yeah. He just threw his phone. Clearly doesn't care for it that much after the first case. Edgeworth?
Well, what is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor.
But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow?
30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That is all I am asking for.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today.
Oh, I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
The court will now take its final recess of the day.
Bang. Music continues outside of court. March 23rd, 2:04 p.m. District Court. Defendant, lobby number 3.
Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation?
The killer, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time.
I found her in that time.
Report.
Is that Mr. Edgeworth?
We don't have time. Just spit it out.
Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident on his rush to get away.
A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence?
I thought you'd ask, pal.
Huh?
I got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran.
What?
Well, yeah, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I gotta put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
All right, just get here in one piece.
Yeah, I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir, no one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Don't do that. Items left by the murderer. Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. And then the building blew up. What?
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me.
Oh, did he crash? Did he crash his car? Please.
No one can stop me. Ugh.
I think someone stopped him. The bank exploded. What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking? We gotta hurry and call for help.
But we've no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, we don't get those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No! We can't let that happen.
Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
Why, oh why did Gumshoe have to get in an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? There is a way, because this is a game and you wouldn't ask otherwise. Yeah, start running. That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this. This thing. This. Who? What? Pearl, can you commune with him while he's dead? Oh, freak.
Why are you bringing up Francisco at a time like this? Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have.
Friggin' what? Chekhov's bloody tracking device. Think if it was really up Gumshoe's ass, yeah. Francisca, will she even want to help us? If it means I'm, ultimately I'm going to lose this case, right? I want to lose this case. I think she'll be happy if she can help us do that. Edgeworth.
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right. Doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Besides, I went to the gay bars and they weren't as good as people said. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
The verdict?
Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Oh, that's the murderer, isn't it?
Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, bailiff?
There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent, sir.
Well, they're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
To be continued! Now! Very loud, those gay bars. And the substances, so unclean. Saving my progress to this point. March 23rd, 2:35 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Most uncivilized.
Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. What a court!
I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem so distraught, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? Did that... Okay. It looks like something unexpected just happened to him.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note.
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery.
What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This note was not written by Ms. Impax herself. It is a fake. There could always be more twists.
Order, order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what's going on? If this was not written by Miss Impax, then who wrote it?
We would need more time to do more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corridor. Mr. Corridor? Well. It looks like Ms. Impax never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard. However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that, and so that fact remains unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it.
That does sound very plausible.
This theory that On Guard had no idea the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. I'm going to present evidence. What evidence? I don't really know. I mean, I could look. I mean, he knew her handwriting, but he also didn't have. He didn't see the note, so he wouldn't have known it was fake. Because he didn't open the thing. He couldn't open the thing. It's still intact. He could have seen the guy writing it, but they wouldn't have been watching his every move, would he? Particularly not when the suicide happened. What do we know about what he saw? He saw I saw kissing Kate, and Kate saw I saw he saw. I need to play Lifeline. See if I can get that set up. Get that done for spooky season, that'd be fun. How he saw it. I don't know. What did he see? He didn't see anything. Best Buy? That's no guarantee that he would have... I guess we're just trying to buy time, right? But also, like, how long has he been spying with cameras? Has it been that long? How long ago was this? Doesn't say. Don't worry, you don't need to know. It's your birth. Have relax, chill times. I'm the one who will take the hit for this, and by the hit I mean reloading my save. There's a receipt for the bear. No. You're just correct because it's your birthday. You don't know why you're correct. Exactly, you don't need to know anything. There's no real dates on anything here. They really do streamline the information they give you. To get rid of anything that's not necessary at some point. Or at least a fun red herring. Also to fit on 3 lines. Should we go with the spy camera stuff? Birthdays. Remember the day you were born. Okay, we'll go camera. We'll just do spy camera. Just in general. Give it a go. So harking back to the day you were just born and did not know anything. Look how far you've come. Now you know everything. It's amazing. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts the testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. Engard to not have known it was a fake. Oh, I'm basing this on what he said. Right. But why would he have wanted to steal the fake? Oh, because it was... If anyone else found it, it would have come out and would have been slander. I'm going to go with this because that's what I said.
What is this little item called again?
It's a video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but...
Oh, that's right, a camera. Ah, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays. Back in my day, we were happy with a little wooden bear that you could twist the arms.
Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Engard knew of the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim, isn't that right? And he would have had a high enough fidelity to be able to see the handwriting? Not sure that's true. If that were true, then this means Mr. Engard would have known that the victim had forged the note. Ah, not really, but sure.
So then, the defendant knew this suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Engard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But, Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Engard monitored Mr. Corridor 24 hours a day. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay, we are stalling. I have to keep remembering that. We're not actually trying to prove anything, we're just stalling. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Engard didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made a forgery at an unknown place? Bang, bang, bang.
Order, 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 Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave.
As I figured.
As you figured?
As I figured. It came down to this after all.
Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense.
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Engard's motive through evidence, then we must prove it from another angle.
Well, I agree with you there.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh? Well, that's fine.
However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth stuttering? That's not like him at all.
Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth?
I have several candidates that I really do not want to hear the name of right now. This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all this question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder? That's impossible. No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this witness?
It's,
Yes, go on. Who is it?
bang. The man himself, Mr. Shelley the killer.
Oh, Mr. the killer. Wait! Shelley the killer? You mean the killer. I mean the assassin.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's coming here, to the witness stand.
Well, yes, and in a manner of speaking, I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Yes?
is this all right with you?
Do I have a choice here? Can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. So many people you don't want to say, look, it wasn't the clown and it wasn't Old Bag, so I'm generally quite happy.
I wonder if it really is all right to do this.
Very well then, the prosecution calls its witness to the stand.
Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us?
Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please.
This is very silly. Those are the two names you nearly wrote down.
Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I am a professional assassin.
I say, what is going on here?
Your Honor,
How can you remain so calm? What is the meaning of this two-way radio?
actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer would testify to this court.
So this must be what the urgent phone call he got earlier was about.
Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is the real Mr. the Killer himself.
Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley the Killer.
I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry.
Maya!
Maya!
A voice. Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this?
Bang. The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the Killer.
It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events.
Maya need Borgor.
Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so,
Now then, witness. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
And what would that be?
If I knew this was A, the assassin, and B, a character who would have a lot of dialogue, I would
Not have gone for a voice like this.
But here we are. That's not proof. Could have a recording of mine. But we're panicking, so it's fine. If we get this cancelled, then the court case is not going to get dragged out long enough for anything good to happen.
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida, is that correct?
It is as you say, I did indeed kill Mr. Corridor.
Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
this is all just a bad dream. Yeah, that's it. It's a bad dream.
Shelley the Killer. What's he gonna say?
Witness testimony. We're going to cross-examine him. Of course we are. About my client.
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give you the name of my client.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us.
Oh dear.
While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief.
You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? Seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend.
No, you see, Mr. Judge, he's definitely mocking us.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yeah, sure. There is no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. Either that or everyone else is stupid.
There is something I must first state.
What do you mean first? We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your client's...
I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said it is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means?
Sorry, go on.
Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright.
It's only because you don't know about Maya's situation.
To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself.
You do not realize how many letters of the alphabet you have to say with your mouth closed until you start speaking while pinching your nose. The trust between you and your client.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity.
No, we're in it now.
If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're testifying in this manner.
This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me.
But couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did,
Yes?
that person wouldn't be my client for very long. And they would certainly...
That's enough. Please, no more.
Very well, it was only the hypothetical anyway.
Yeah, I assumed this was a voice that was being put on over the radio, and I was like, well, that's fine. But then they just kept being on the radio.
And that's the reason I'm here today on this witness stand.
That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role.
Their role?
And this person tried to implicate another in the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
You. Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
And to the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die?
No, I didn't say anything.
Judge had better watch himself. Just straight up keep saying, I'm gonna kill the judge, shut up.
It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Okay, this is interesting. I think I know where this is going, but it's also this game, so who knows. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client.
Oh, I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do.
It's egomaniacal. Why am I upset? We're dragging out the court case, I want that.
Oh, it's not good for your health to be so aggravated. And you won't live very long if you let everything bother you.
Somehow that coming from an assassin makes it less comforting. Oh, I don't really care about all this extra fluff. Just tell us the name already. Patience. Try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and closed, so you're going to have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know. Is this another one where I need to press things backwards? This one. The trust between you and your client.
I provide services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. And these are the roles and duties an assassin and his client are to carry out.
I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
A person who frames another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person.
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck, an assassin with a conscience. Who'd have figured?
Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
This case just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, if you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think, really.
Oh, in that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek.
You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready.
Oh, excellent. And that is the reason I'm here today on the witness stand.
Okay. We're just back here? Oh.
And now then, I do believe it's about time I revealed the name of my client. Don't you agree?
What is it?
Well, now I can't bring myself to answer the client's name.
Oh, if you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness, what is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida?
Oh, that person's name is... Adrian Andrews.
What? Where?
Witness, that's not who you told me it was earlier. Huh?
Oh, pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? Oh, I should think I know my own client, and it was Adrian Andrews.
What?
Oh, an assassin lying in court.
This can't be. On the phone earlier.
What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Stabbed Edgeworth in the back?
Well, I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. the Killer told him a different name. Matt on guard, perhaps. Oh, I knew it. This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie.
But you were the one who summoned this witness.
Yes, you Shelley the Killer.
My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt on guard. Am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal.
Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this.
Yeah. Don't really want to, though.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a possibility that the defendant himself knew it was fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. the Killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant after all.
No.
With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt on guard is innocent.
I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Oh, please, continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict. Beep.
Bailiff, please bring Ms. Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With the way this is going, On Guard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya.
Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer's lying. And On Guard, my client, I know he's guilty.
Can I live with myself if I win this? No.
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley the Killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. That testimony just now, this was all one big lie.
Ms. Andrews?
The suicide note may have been a fake, but that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world.
It's entirely possible that both of them were terrible. Adrian, I'm sorry.
That testimony just now, you have to believe me, it was a horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. the Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client.
No, that's not true.
Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and the button donning the nickel samurai costume.
But that's...
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste Impax was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you had plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please. Help me.
Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright.
Saving. Everyone loves the saving. Yes, Your Honor?
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Request the trial continue. I believe in Gumshoe, crashed car or otherwise. Gumshoe's got this. Also, any excuse for Francisca to have the opportunity to come in and be smug. Like a crashed car would stop Gumshoe. He probably just went straight through the car and carried on running. Phoenix, I can't do it, man. I can't accept a not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Man on Guard's a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I am no better than On Guard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten On Guard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. That's way more important than anything else. His trust. I never thought about it until now. I trust him. Marriage counseling's working. Yes, you do. If it wasn't obvious before. You trust your husband, shocker. Now kiss. I will allow a message that is just gay. Come on, Automod. I will also allow that. To be fair, I get that one, Automod. Hi, Sawyer, how you doing? Thing is, it's not June anymore, so Automod's like, can't say gay.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. To see through the witness's lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. Automod's very prissy today, I don't know why. Decided you're homophobic. No, Automod has declared themselves homophobic. Terrible. Also, hope you're having a lovely day. There's still more evidence to look at, and I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur. In the form of Gumshoe.
Very well, the trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. DeKiller.
Right away, Your Honor.
Automod doth protest too much, methinks. What's Automod got going on with Frame Man? Sawyer is only gay during Pride Month, like a corporation doing a rainbow logo. I put up my fake corporate Pride avatar on Discord last Pride, and I still haven't changed it. I did it as a joke, and it's still there. What has business school done to you?
Oh, has a verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. Oh, what else could you need me for?
Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done.
What is he talking about, usually done?
But what shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. DeKiller, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
Jank Snipper's the best. Just went off to take a shower, so you don't know if the design of this radio has been talked about, but you love it. It's fun. It's got the line down the middle, like the zip, which is cool.
Oh, you legal people and your procedures, huh? Is it any wonder that no one likes to go to court?
Witness testimony about my client, part 2.
As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Coroner was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
Jelly? Jelly the killer! Jelly the killer. It's a giant jellyfish. That's why they have to be zipped up, otherwise they'll just flop out and go blue.
This is a most unexpected turn of events for the, 5th time now? However, this time everything has finally been revealed.
Oh, sorry. Objection. I don't speak like that, Phoenix. Just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
We still have the cross-examination to do.
But you don't need a question testimony like this, do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. As if I have a choice, sir.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case.
What if I did an October & Co. story where there was a jellyfish killer? I still have to design some characters, you know. Anyway.
If you scrutinize the testimony, then
I'll expose the lies in that oh-so-beneficial testimony, I suppose. Jelly the killer is real! Jellyfish in a suit. Very Octodad, but, you know. It's fun. I've got to avoid it being just animals, though. I mean, I got the Jack in the Green that I drew on Sunday. I need to share the other sketches I did of them, because they're a piece of work. It's not often I come up with a character and I'm like, God, I hate you. But there we are. Anyway.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
Oh, that makes two of us. The radio is just the face of Shelley the Killer. Yee. About my client part 2.
As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However...
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Oh, if I press him the wrong way, I might raise suspicions on his end. But I have to do something to waste more time. The witness, about requesting a hit.
Yes?
How much is your fee?
Oh, I see you're also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
Oh, if you would like to talk business, well, we can do so after the trial.
No, I'm not thinking of hiring...
Mr. Wright!
Yes?
You want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you?
What? Why do you think...
Guilty! Mr. Phoenix Wright, you are hereby declared guilty!
Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not? Hedge fund manager. I had to think about that, and I don't think they are a hedge fund manager, and I think that anyone who makes that joke is, good luck.
One thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime,
Which you know about because... I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
Oh, if I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job.
Yeah. Well, changing occupation might be good for you.
However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
That goes without saying, Mr. DeKiller.
And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought they could run away from their guilt. My client did it to frame another. My client did it to frame another for the crime.
Are you talking about the button and the knife?
Oh yes, and my business card.
Oh, this card.
So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. I always make it a point to make things as easy as possible.
You try to make things easy.
My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out this service.
He's pretty devoted to his work.
But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight. That is something I cannot overlook.
It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here.
While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene.
So you're saying that most clients wouldn't do such a thing?
And that is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No, I already told you I have no intention of using your services ever. Oh, why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one trial here?
Adrian Andrews already knew from the beginning that Juan Corridor was dead.
From the very beginning.
Oh, that is correct. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true.
Well, that's odd.
But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and mutton.
It's been a week to think back. Is there proof she didn't know? There's a couple of things that are going on in my head. There was the radio interference. Is that significant? Day 15 he died. There was testimony. Yeah, that's gone. Thinky. Who even testified last week? Is it Old Bag? Old Bag and Adrian? Yeah, I've not got anything. Adrian's testimony, she walked in, thought Juan was just out of it, poured him a glass of juice. Oh, I see. I mean, that could have been a good cover, though. Particularly if she knew there was a camera in the room. Oh, yeah, but then why would she cover the crime scene if she knew there was a camera there? That also makes sense. What if she was smart for the first 5 minutes and then stupid for the rest of it? Okay. So how do we go about this? That, I guess, is probably reasonable. I mean, what's reasonable is we save. No, good backspace to go back. Look at that. Okay, let's try that. Oops. Objection! Oh, thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. DeKiller.
What is the meaning of that attitude?
When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, bang, your client had no idea that Juan Corridor had been murdered.
But how? How do you know that?
From this wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass.
And Mr. DeKiller's supposed client thought Mr. Corridor had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
Oh, that is not possible, Your Honor. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would never have left their fingerprints behind.
See your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now, only I didn't need help from chat. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? Oh, it's not a very important point anyway, correct?
No. You've stepped in it now. I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client as you claim, then your client should have knowledge of Mr. Corrider's death. Oh, if not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
Oh, how strange.
Yes?
Oh, why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection in this absurd situation?
Huh? Phoenix, if the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in a real trouble. Yeah, I know. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Ah, sorry.
Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Anyway, I'm positive there was a contradiction in their testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
How lovely to work on a case with our husband, who we now realise we trust. No. What a clown show.
Oh no.
Very well.
Right now, I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. We just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. Request taking.
This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalise a few matters, and that is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes.
So you physically met with your client, huh?
And that is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Oh, Francisca just karate kicks Edgeworth out of the way to go, "You foolish fool, I've hidden!" Oh dear.
And this request came to me, about a week ago.
Only a week ago? You sure? Sorry, 1 week ago?
Oh yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, Mr. Attorney, I hope you will keep that in mind.
Please stop.
In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind.
Very specific date and time.
It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony.
Did you ask why on that specific night?
No. I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's requests, but as for why, I had only my suspicions.
Your suspicions, huh? Let's further. So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night?
I'm sure it was all for the bear.
The bear?
My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Corrider's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me.
I must be talking about this bear puzzle.
Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all.
And that is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where the bear figurine was.
I see.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
Yes? A bunch of things in there didn't quite make sense. I'm not quite sure how to articulate it, though. Testimony now has made one thing clear, and that is, bang, the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet?
Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that.
Oh, really?
Witness, please continue with your testimony.
I thought there was more going on there. Because why would she want to get the figurine? Like, what's the point? What? She had access to it. She was schmoozing with him. Also, how would he even know which figurine? I guess he had to have known somehow.
We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalise matters.
Why would he bring the figurine to the guy's house then? Yeah. So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? Why the brief pause? Press further. Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail.
And why is that?
Alright, because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. Also, I'm a cheapskate, so I will not pay for return postage. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking at them in the eye.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony now of any importance?
Yes. Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. If Mr. De Killer has met this client before the murder, then it is unlikely that he is mistaken.
So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews?
I guess so.
You see, it's just as I said.
I'm so lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping? Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax. I mean, I was going to ask him whether or not he could give a description of her. But I guess Phoenix just decided to shoot himself in the foot like he normally does.
Now then, will the witness please continue?
On it is what occurred. Trust my memory and believe I have made no mistakes.
So your client was Adrian Andrews.
And that is correct.
Well, he says the two of them met. But if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. You have to draw more information out of him, but you can't draw his suspicion. If you can do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere. Talk about a delicate balance. Oh, I need to say it was not important there for some reason. Interesting. Game design. We press further and then we say not important. Oh, I see. I kind of get the thing here. Because I need to be like, okay, give us more information, that's fine, okay, we've got this information. It sounds fishy. I can't press on it though. But if I go, oh, it wasn't important, don't worry about it, the defense continues, that gives the prosecution the opening to go, hang on. So we're trying to goad Edgeworth, I think, is the idea. Which is kind of clever, I like that. It's not important. Then we're off the hook. Oh, why he meets his clients and not important, then that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
What do you mean by that?
My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? Oh, okay, no, okay, it wasn't clever. I came up with an idea that the game didn't do. This keeps happening. I'm more clever than the game again. That made so much sense, though, didn't it? That made so much sense. Once again, we learned the game is stupid.
I've already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. And that's when I thought I could trust this person as a client.
Trust him?
It's true what they say about talking face to face. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
Yes, but... If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance.
Huh? Huh? Really?
If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Oh, very well. From the moment I saw him, I thought I could trust this person as a client.
So we just press this, or...? But as we now know, that was not how it turned out, correct?
And what do you mean?
Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who you couldn't stick to the rules, right?
Oh, well, yes. I suppose you are correct.
So I would like to check one last time. You sure your testimony is accurate?
Okay, So we put forward Adrian Andrews as female. I don't believe she uses he, him pronouns. I still don't trust this game to actually understand what I'm trying to do, but... Shelly the Killer's slimmer. Look at that. Boom.
Objection!
Dynamic hats. That's the Spielberg treatment for you.
Oh, that's the Spielberg. Spielberg treatment with dynamic hats. Sometimes you hire an actor and they turn out to be real boring, but just give them big hats.
I can't remember why why that quote came from. I would like to go over this one more time. Yay, Spielberg. I was thinking about Spielberg today for reasons that will make sense when the stream ends. I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar. You took the request at that time.
Oh yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy.
Oh, how many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
I'm sorry, but that is an impossible tale.
What?
Shelley the Killer, bang. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews.
Why would you say that?
Because you made one very big slip up about her.
So what is the issue? Oh. What did you say just now? About her?
If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman. Wow, assuming gender. We're trying to save her, it's fine.
Oh!
I do love the exasperated animations. They're all good. They're always good. Just explode the radio. Pronoun technicality.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
This witness testified to the following: that he always meets face-to-face with clients when taking their requests.
But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. De Killer's client could not have been Ms. Adrian Andrews.
Outed Shelley the Killer for assuming gender.
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see.
Unluckily for Mr. De Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, nobody had stated Adrian Andrews' gender, and so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? What is going on?
Bang.
Shelley the Killer, this court demands an explanation.
I think somehow I messed up. I must have mixed up this client with another.
So, does that mean you remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more.
I know he's just gonna spit out more lies. It's a lot of oil. It's getting sucked up at the bottom.
Very well, but this time please give us the truth and nothing but the truth. Also the whole truth while you're at it.
What's going on? The Clown Show. Does anyone know how much longer this game's going to go on for? Whether we're likely to finish in the next half hour or not? Or whether it's worth having another stream of this, etc. I mean, the other evidence has yet to arrive. So... there's a lot of good luck whoever's at the stand next. We can at least do this bit. So I'll just throw out the question now and then continue. This is the last chunk with Shelley, okay.
Yes, now I remember, I took that request by mail. And there must have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request was for a murder of one coroner and 2 or 3 small other things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
So you took this job through a letter?
He didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony, which means he's definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know. Can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me, no matter how strong of a punch I'll throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
Let's cross-examine with husband. Bammed. Request taking part 2.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail.
God, just kiss already. There's a courtroom between them. It's the whole thing. But why didn't you just say that you always meet your clients? Or why did you just say you always meet your clients?
Oh yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom meeting is simply not possible.
But then you meet your client this time?
No, I did not.
Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse.
Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me.
That was a silky voice? Sorry. Alright then, just cough it up and confess.
Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his client?
I have proof that he met with the guy with the big roll of money, but Phoenix can't just yeet himself. Oh, can just yeet himself across the court. He already did it with his phone. His phone and himself are two different things. One of them. I'm not going to finish that. It's depressing. Do I have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his client? No? I mean, yes. But I don't have... Yes. No. She could have explained what this was. Yeah, I don't have proof. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I don't have any proof.
I see. Then your line of questioning was just another waste of time.
Oh, sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong. Oh, you.
And there have been times when I took a job without having met my client.
And why could you not meet certain clients?
Recently, I have been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
Nice business opportunities?
On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers. There was COVID. That took a toll on my business. Well, I have joined the times and now take requests via electronic mail.
Electronic mail? Do you have to mail that in a special insulated envelope?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as email.
Email?
Oh, in a contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot, hands down. Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and
I request us for a man or a Mr. Juan Corridor and 2 or 3 small other things.
2 or 3 other things?
Oh, yes.
And what were those other things?
Oh, a few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
And what should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Do I let it go and have Edgeworth hope that he's good? He'll press the things I don't. That's what I literally just said, right? I'm gonna let it go. The killer sounds like one sharp man. I should try to find a better way of doing this without making him suspicious.
Let's continue with the testimony. Witness, if you please.
Oh, come on, Edgeworth.
When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
So, you're saying that you never saw your client's face? Not even once?
I did. Once. It was when I went to give the client the figurine.
Yes, I see.
Yes.
But Miss Andrews was wearing a mask at the time.
A mask?
An identical samurai mask.
Oh, the Nickel Samurai mask, I'm guessing. Sorry, I keep doing people's voices. It's really embarrassing to do that in the middle of court.
Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about this? Do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
Yes? Because you received a lot of money from... What's his face just before this? Still don't trust this game. Now, one thing does sort of stick out to me, Your Honor. Witness, I think you most definitely saw your client's face. Let's recall Mr. Power's testimony.
After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt were standing there in front of his room, still in his Nickel Samurai costume. Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
Really thought there was going to be more to that. Game to say you could punch hard and your hubby will follow. Oh, okay. You received quite a large roll of cash from Matt on guard. And at the time, he was not wearing his Nickel Samurai mask. Bang.
Order, order! Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. Witness?
I guess that night I did wander the floor as a bellboy. I received plenty of tips that night for carrying juice to various rooms. Is that so wrong?
Huh?
The man who gave me that tip was not my client. He was probably just a very generous person.
I'm sorry, but sadly we're not nearly so generous here. If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? He really wants to be a waiter. Oh, the deja vu. Isn't his salary more than enough for one man? You're back! So funny the radio can crash out. Yee! Also, hi, welcome back.
And where's your evidence that the large roll of cash was not in fact a tip? Come, Mr. Edgeworth, show me the money.
What?
Mr. Attorney?
Yeah, yes?
You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Ms. Andrews is my client.
Oh, no, it's not like that at all. I just think that lies aren't a good thing, you know?
Oh, I know and agree, lies are not a good thing at all. Oh, I think we are on the same page now, aren't we, Mr. Attorney? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I am free to cut contact at any time.
I'm sorry. Please forgive my foolishness. Foolishness.
If only you were this apologetic all of the time. Anyway, I do not see a huge contradiction here, therefore you may continue, witness.
Oh, we pretty much reached the end of our rope here. Huh? Seems like we're still okay to me. That's exactly what's so bad. At the rate we're going, we will end up completely destroying the killer's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious a situation that'll put us in.
Oh, yeah.
All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. Mia, you're making me hate you. What do you make of this case? Mr. Tickle's a Yowie character. Yeah? You need that for... Yeah, we need the... It's the only real thing that's left. The 2 or 3 things. 2 or 3 other things. Okay. We'll push, and Edgeworth will push back, and it'll look fine. Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide.
Mr. Attorney?
Yes?
Oh, everything I've said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder, what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination? Oh, could it be that you are planning to betray your own client?
That's...
I smell the stench of a backstabber, and should you turn out to be one...
Wait! Oh, this is looking real bad. Oh, I shouldn't press my luck. All right, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? I don't know what the game thinks these should lead to. He's gonna quit if we press further, but if we let it go, that's enough of a signal for Edgeworth to pick up on. Edgeworth, all right? I'm looking at you, Edgeworth. I can trust you, apparently. Press? Oh, for God's sake. Stupid game. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. Always smarter than the game, true. But not always. Sometimes.
Oh, if it is truly that important, I don't suppose I have much of a choice. The bear figurine.
The bear figurine.
After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing.
And where was that figurine?
It was inside Mr. Coroner's suitcase.
And then, what did you do next?
I handed it over to my client right away.
You gave it to your client. Interesting.
This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony.
Oh, as you wish.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, no. That timeline doesn't make sense. But I also don't trust this game, so more saving! Because in order for that to have been her, to have picked it up from the room, she had to have been wearing the costume that she had to go into the room to get, which he'd just come out of. But he's accusing her of having framed someone else while she was doing that, while he was in there? Contradiction. Doesn't make sense. We'll just press it, see what happens. I found this figurine at Mr. On Guard's mansion. If you gave it to Ms. Andrews, then what's it doing there?
Oh, I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan, to frame Mr. On Guard, I'm sure.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
Also she said what she would do with the note. Buying it. No. She'd have given the bear and knew the note was in it, wouldn't she have destroyed the note? Excellent point. Yes, she knew how to open it. But also she could have taken out the note that was in there and put in another one that was incriminating, more incriminating for On Guard. I don't know. I don't trust the game is the thing, and I've reason to believe that. I'm just going to point out this. So the killer says that he gave the figurine to Ms. Andrews, but I know somewhere in that statement there's a contradiction. And yet, I know that if I present something trivial here, he will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence. She's right. So now what, Dr. Wright? Present evidence. Witness, let's go over this one more time. You gave Ms. Andrews the bear figurine, and she told you to take the bear and wait for her at On Guard Mansion. Is that correct?
Yes. Where are you going with this?
Well, I think maybe you might have remembered a few things incorrectly.
What?
This is a battle of wits. I can't let up on him, we say. In a different file. I don't think it's possible for Miss Andrews to have been a recipient of this bear. I still want to go with this. I still want to go with this. Because that doesn't line up. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to see if it works. I don't know. Ragdoll says focus on the bear and my health's still flashing. But we'll see. We'll just see what the text is. So, what do you think? Witness? Mr. DeKeller?
Oh, I'm sorry. I went to visit the water closet for a second.
Huh?
Mr. Attorney, I think it's time I stated in terms even you can comprehend. If you ask me any more of these pointless questions, there will be no mercy.
Focus on the bear. She knows how to open it. Point being, I don't. We know what was in the bear and we know what she wanted to do to it. According to her testimony. However, a perfectly reasonable explanation would be that she would take it and just use it to frame on guard. Which is what he's saying. But okay, whatever. I'm not saying whatever to you. I'm saying whatever to the game. I want to make that clear. Any exasperation expressed by me is not aimed at any individual in chat. It is aimed at the game. Expect this to be reasonable? Inexplicably, yes. Shelly the Killer. Also, can I just say that just from a game design standpoint, from a puzzle design standpoint, the solution to the like mechanical solution to this bear is suspicious is to click on the bear. Like, even if you're not paying attention to the story, that just feels kind of trivial. I know I got it wrong, but I don't know. It feels too obvious to just click on the bear because the bear's suspicious. No logic, only sillies. If you'd really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it.
This item?
I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going.
Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. And I was going to burn it, for her sake. If even for a single minute this bear had actually been in Mrs. Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken a suicide note out and burned it. Bang, bang, bang.
Order, order, order! So that's where you two were going.
So, by the very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear, tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Which means?
It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. Could have also used a suicide note, probably.
Order, order, orders!
Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Huh?
I'm sure I mentioned this before, how I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement.
No, that's not.
And that's enough. If that is your intention, then there is only one thing for me to do.
Wait, please.
Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
Hold it. No, please. Not that. Please wait.
Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end, and I may stay my hand. Otherwise...
What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor?
I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough?
Well, we should. Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up, she'll... The prosecution,
What has come over everyone? Even you are...
The prosecution rests.
What is going on around here?
The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
If I end the trial here right now, then your client, Matt On Guard, will be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews will be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews will be charged with murder. Safe.
Bang. The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt On Guard, to the stage.
The items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. I can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands. Dude, did the old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you as truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide.
Huh?
But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear that you are innocent.
Huh? Whoa, just doing this in court, eh? So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. On Guard.
What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Where'd you get that? That was the oil dripping out of the radio. Yummy, yummy oil. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? You'd better get On Guard a guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that, Maya will die. We're allowed to drink oil, but not mull. But if I say she's innocent, I didn't say you were allowed to drink oil, I said he is. Then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright.
This is where we say.
Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt On Guard, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right? I can't do this. But I have to decide something. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Matt On Guard. I mean, we go guilty, right? I believe in gumshoe. I believe in gumshoe. Like, not guilty is a certain death sentence for Adrian Andrews. Not guilty is, it's maybe a death sentence. We all believe in gumshoe. Gumshoe will rise from the dead. Gumshoe will come through. Guilty, you bugger.
We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I thought they were reacting to my answer.
Matt On Guard, your client deserves an answer.
Maya, I'm sorry. Matt On Guard is... There!
Objection!
There she is. Franziska von Karma! There we go, got me to be smug. Go!
But what are you doing? Ah!
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool.
Did you bring them, the final pieces? Do you have them?
You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here and in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy, he's fine, and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside this. He just stole his coat.
What a filthy old coat this is.
Oh, that's gumshoes. I can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in. Now, I fought long and hard this whole trial, all for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Bang. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence.
Your final evidence?
Those tattered rags are about to win you a trial. It's gumshoe in spirit, i.e. the coat.
This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial.
What? Objection. Bang.
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Ms. Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence.
I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, as soon as Edgeworth says it, it's fine.
I grant you permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, they will not be accepted by this court.
Just you hold on, Judge boy, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Now, Ms. Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police.
You must have been in quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence. Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around, like a miracle. I'm sure of it. And that is all we can hope for. The first item is a pistol. Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? No. There was no gunshot. Wait, he shot Francisca. Yes, it is. I'm still gonna save. Question, more info. Does that pistol have any relation to this case? We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case, at least with me.
That the pistol he used that's the pistol he used to shoot you, isn't it?
That is what I believe, yes. Oh. I kept the bullets they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test. So, that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francisca. It's probably not going to help us very much. Small caliber pistol that is thought to have been fired by the killer at Francisca. The second piece of evidence is this videotape. Oh, I bet the killer took that from the On Guard mansion. Definitely question that for more details. Have you checked the contents of that tape? Unfortunately, there was no time to. Oh, yeah. But if it speculates that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Because he came back to his hideout for it. The killer went back for it? That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Surely the killer is no ordinary man. Videotape, one of the items retrieved. The killer violently tried to recover it, contents unknown. The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform. Is that uniform for the Gatewater Hotel? Question. Was that used during the crime? I'm almost certain it was. There is even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it, the killer was wearing this on the night of the murder. There's one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There is a button missing from this uniform.
A button?
It's a very unique button. I'm sure if you were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue. Worn by the killer on the night of the murder, one of its special buttons is missing. Admire, Nicket. That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
It's just as I thought.
And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure, were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley the Killer's hideout would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing.
It is who is the client.
Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Ms. Von Karma. You may step down now.
Hold! Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence.
Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Oh, is this the end? Phoenix? I know it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now. But no matter how you think about it, it's... Try, for my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us. 2? The first... Make On Guard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If On Guard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. The second way... Force the killer to end his contract with On Guard. If the killer were to no longer think of On Guard as his client, then he would let Maya go. Mia? That's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle. Well, the bigger problem is the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what's always worked for us? The other side. Ghosts! Wait, does she mean... You mean to turn things around? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We have seen all the pieces of evidence. And that is how we have come to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth. Some kind of turnabout? Exactly. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not following a lot of this. That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
There are no objections to this time, correct? There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Oh, why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Objection! I have already told you, Mr. Wright, this court does not need any more evidence.
I'm not saying it is us that needs evidence, Your Honor.
Then, you want to show the evidence to that person?
Yes, Your Honor. Bang. Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you 1 chance.
1 chance? Save the game, saving the game. We're gonna go and save the game, because I have no idea where we're going with this.
Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person.
Bang. That's impossible, to turn the situation around in 1 try.
1 try. That is all I will permit.
Oh, I have to try and remember anything. Oh, everything that has happened up to this point. Music's banging, though. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking On Guard down at the same time.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to?
Would like a hint? Yes, please. The only thing I can think of does... No, that doesn't make sense. What do we know about Shelley's rules for his clients? He shouldn't interfere. Did he interfere? He filmed it, didn't he? And why did he not show up in person? He did. Oh, why did he not show up to the court in person? It'd be incredibly incriminating. Oh! Because of his face. Does he not know he was filmed? I thought that's what the video was. Was that not what the video was? He seemed pretty keen on having it, because he had it, and fought people over it. Have I misunderstood this again? This keeps happening in these games. This is how the game started, and I misunderstood the whole phone swapping thing. Is it going to end like this as well? He fought hard to get it back, but like, I thought he just had it. Wouldn't he already know what's on it? I mean, either way, we might as well give it a go. Why would he know it was him filmed on? God doesn't trust him, the recording was a blackmail. I mean, I get that, but he's got it. I thought he knew it. He had it. We got it from him. We learned it from you, Dad. On guard told him to get the video. Not to not watch it. Did he? I must have missed that. Okay, well, we'll go with it. That makes sense. It makes sense. That's not the impression I got from the game at all. So, why would Shelley still defend somebody who betrayed her? Exactly. Blackmail. Blackmail, that's why. Oh, and if I show him I've got the thing, I see. He does know about the betrayal. He's got the thing. And if I go, hey, look, I've got the thing. He doesn't have it anymore. You can do what you like. Okay, this isn't like, hey, look, I've got the thing. He was incriminating you the whole time. It's like, no, you know that, but I've got it now. Okay, that does make sense. But then again, I also might have just invented that and the game didn't think about it. So we're going to Jelly to kill her.
I see. And now, tell this court what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person.
The tape, right? We've got it. Is that what we're supposed to do? Or the camera? Yeah? I mean, we haven't even seen what's on the tape. But it is the tape. Yeah, tape. Okay, sorry. Quick question. I may have just completely misunderstood this. Where was he trying to get this from? Where was he trying to retrieve it from? Was it from his hideout? Or was it from... So he did have it, but he hadn't watched it? His hideout. He does know it? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to go with the tape. I'm just picking over details.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier.
All right. Looks like I managed to convince him. His hideout from On Guard's place. This is why I'm confused. Was it from On Guard's place or was it from his hideout? Edgeworth believes in us. He's got trust. He has no idea what's going on, but he trusts us. Maya, she's okay, right?
Oh, wouldn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? And now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence.
As much as I can show a radio. Yes, one is all I need. It's the Beatles, wasn't it? I have here a videotape. It was found in your hideout. At your hideout.
Ah.
I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempts to get this back.
Oh, that was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape.
Oh, I thought so.
I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard.
Do you know the contents of this tape?
Oh, I was sternly told by my client not to watch it.
Okay, this is all the information that would have made this decision much more sensible. That's fine. No. Kiro, you were correct in assuming that the game should have told me this first. It should have. Then I could have made my decision. Anyway.
So I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, actually, you're on this tape.
Me?
There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded.
What?
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
Who was it that planted a camera?
Oh, well, the only person who could have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally.
Huh?
That was Adrian Andrews.
Bang. Be quiet and listen. Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Your client specified a place and a time for you, isn't that right?
Yes?
That was so that they could film you.
I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why.
Why did Matt on Guard film the crime scene? Is this another decision? Again, I still don't trust this game. The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. And to blackmail you. Wants control over the whole situation. Wanted to see Juan get his. What a weird way of putting that. Bang. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the whole video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay, and even blackmail him if I want. We were supposed to remember that. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say about that, Shirley DeKeller? What weird noises I make on these streams.
It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
Yes, by a natural... that is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them, to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness.
Yes?
You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all.
Yes, that is right.
But what if that traitor was your own client? Bang. What would you do then?
Oh, that's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then that client would become my next target. For the honour of the DeKeller name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment.
Ooh, saying red. I wish every time we saw it, it was more taped together. It'd be fun. I see. Oh, that's all I wanted to know. So, the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around.
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
My contract with the client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item.
What the? I'm not an item. Beep. Maya, thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness.
This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I am sorta... I don't quite know what just happened there with the client and the witness and... Ms. Von Karma, where did that...
Oh. What, have you got a whip as well?
Oh, she always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict.
That's it. That's all we need. Random whip. She's always there. Don't worry about it. You can't argue.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Mr. On Guard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy.
Oh, but before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watched this video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
Is this all right with you, Mr. Wright?
We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief. Guilty. I mean, I'm going guilty. A, because he's guilty, but also B, Maya said if we don't get a guilty verdict, she'll never forgive us. Do you want to deal with that? Well, I don't want to deal with that. Matt on guard. Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here.
Me? My wonderful self? Guilty?
Even if you got an acquittal the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it, you can't run away from your crime anymore.
No! Guilty, 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 guilty!
Don't do that. I guess he did that to himself. An emo-over's not going to cover that, is it?
As always, it looks like you have uncovered the real truth.
We? Oh, I don't remember you helping out much in this.
Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt on guard?
Oh, I've left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full-course meal of whip leather right about now.
Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness?
Yes. I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. First time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair.
Oh, she must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did.
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is no concern to me. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I'd finally been saved.
Oh, wow. It's the first time I've seen her smile.
I'm really happy that you two are in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am.
She's fujoing out. That's exactly what I thought.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Not an illness. Thus she discovered Yahweh.
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits. And that is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Bang. Final bang. prior to Phoenix and Edgeworth getting home. March 23rd, 5:14 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. You were great out there, Phoenix. You're still here. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You'll get the prosecution off. You got them a guilty verdict this time, but you have to look past all of that to what's really important. I'll be perfectly honest, I forgot I was the defense. I'm just like, justice! You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? I forgot about not guilty, so yes. Yes, I understand now. Can you go back to being 8, please? Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Ms. Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter.
I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice or shave Maya's life? My client, Matt en Garde, is guilty. Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then, and your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Right! Edgeworth. I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
But really?
Oh, thank God.
You're telling us the truth, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
Mystic Maya, safe. You did it, you really did it, Mr. Nick.
Ow, she punches deceptively hard for a kid.
I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her, Mr. Nick will save her.
After all these deep voices, this is quite... thanks.
Oh,
What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma.
About earlier, thanks?
Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy.
I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma.
How dare you?
Don't worry. She may in time, after all. I was like that myself until a year ago. Edgeworth? For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. You had a perfect win record? Yeah, we won everything up until then. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I'm not making that joke. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then... it was my turn to sit on the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. Well, I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. You thought the same joke? Oh no. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
As well you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself as if defeat should crawl into a hole and die.
But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change.
What foolish nonsense.
We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, objection! Bang! No matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong in his undying faith. Francisca, consider visiting a gay club in Berlin. It might change your life. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well.
What? You trusted your enemy?
Oh, it doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch, but we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you.
The truth.
Yes, that is the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, right? Yes, I did. But thanks for reminding me. That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding, isn't it right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night.
Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
No, I was upset because he ran away. I wanted to know if it was alright. You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. Tiny Phoenix, all those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool!
Miss Von Karma?
I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. Francisco threw something to the ground just now. Was it the whip? Can I have it? Oh, this is an electromagnetic receiver. Oh, isn't that the thing she uses to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. Oh, there's something else.
Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. Oh, I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this, right? For later. Okay.
Nick!
Probably? Yeah! Maya! Sorry, I forgot your name for a second there.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Don't know what it is about these two. It's the jokes come so easily. Just like now.
Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got on guard convicted, like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did. You know I'd never desert you. We sure pressed our luck on that trial. You're really lucky to be standing there.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I'd just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly.
Is it really that easy to do something like that?
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it. Maya?
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're all right.
Hey, looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago.
Yeah.
Burger time?
All right. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place.
Huh? Where are we going?
Food, Nick! Food! Grub, chow, I'm starved. I'm so hungry, even you looking like a nice juicy burger on a bun of me, Nick.
You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please.
If you insist.
All right, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint? Oh, don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of our gourmet food. So I've decided that we have to make up for it by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick. Food.
Edgeworth agrees. It looks very tasty. Prime indeed. March 23rd, 7:38 p.m. The Gatewater Hotel lobby.
Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Gumshoe, you alright?
Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. Yeah, I didn't think I'd hit a telephone pole of all things.
Telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him.
You did it again, see it, boy? I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking. It was more exciting than the very last episode of Steel Samurai.
Thanks.
Now, looky here, Mr. Snow the Prosecutor, don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Rat too hard? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it. To not even.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, come now, everyone gather around. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer.
Looks like Lotta bought herself a new camera.
Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal. Chow down. This Woods. Amen to that, pal. Amen. It went a bit Lotta there. You know, when you think about it, you're the one who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me?
Oh, these two talking to each other? Oh, God.
You really think so?
He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending.
Well, you know, it's so... Huh? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
What? 4?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of those items in my coat pocket.
It was a 4th item.
Oh, come on, y'all, it's over. But oh boy, I tell ya, you're really something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never a dull moment with you, huh?
You think? Why does she look so happy about that?
Being shut away for 2 whole days. Weren't you scared?
Yeah, it was real scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture.
It sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours?
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Meyer's picture.
You know, I don't know where it went.
Aw, it's too bad.
Well, it's all right. It wasn't anything important anyway.
Yeah.
Sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. Oh dear. What is it, Edgeworth?
This thing is picking up something up.
That's Miss Von Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me.
Well, that's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location.
Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do.
Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't eaten anything yet. And you've eaten way too much, you glutton. She's been starved. Shut up, Phoenix.
I had fun tonight, now if you'll excuse me.
Wait.
What?
I just want to say thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there.
Oh, if anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right?
Oh, I feel like words alone aren't enough. Phoenix? I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how much I feel. What could I give him? Oh, why am I not in the profile section? The whip. Do you want a whip? Do you want a gun? Tomato juice? Hey, do you want my badge? I don't know, what do I give him? What does he want? I don't know what my husband wants. Whip? Ragdoll saying whip. Have a whip.
What's this?
Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her, to a lesser extent.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
And a kiss.
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya.
Yeah, Pearly?
I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean.
Pearly? Would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me.
Anyway, so who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick. Huh? Yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kind of already put your name on the bill. Huh? What? Huh? Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in the hotel, you see, and I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It'll be better be anyhow for $3,000. Huh? What? Well, actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. What? It's great, Mr. Nick. Yeah, Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Oh, you don't need to hold back now, you hear? Yeah, pal, time to let it all out. This is gonna be the first time I hear the real you. Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. All right then, if you say so.
Objection!
Objection! There we go. Thank you, Shu Takumi. Oh, there's more. You really came through for me, Nick. Yeah, I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. This is happening automatically, I can't pause. Game, and that was cute. Honestly, the last case was the highlight, so. I'm so happy that you could save Miss Stigmaya, Mr. Nick, and I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel's a popular place for honeymooners, so I sort of made reservations for the 2 of you, just in case. That case is the best one in this game, yeah. This game had quite low lows, but it was a nice ending. Well, pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and he got me reinstated for my sake. Yeah, I heard he said some things like letting that one go is bad for something or other. I missed that. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. Bad for society, probably bad for the, street architecture and stuff. What? I'm Maggie Bird. I'm retiring this uniform as of today. I've forgotten who you are. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. Bringing smiles and joy to the people who come to this restaurant, sir. Hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright. Huh? First case? Completely no memory. It's already gone. With the baseball glove. Right, yes. Yeah, and she was, going out with another officer who got killed. Yeah, I remember that one. Why are you in the credits?
Yes, were you over to visit a patient? I'm Director High. Recently, that girl, I've seen her around, yeah. Boy, remember, if I even laid so much as an eye at her, it'll go crack. Didn't matter if I got wit, though. Yeah.
And now we will never see you again. Strang-a-danger.
It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie! And to let the world know we're serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe.
Hey Max, what do you think Zimbabwe's like? Do you think there are castles made of cake and buddies who could talk?
I think if there are any talking buddies, even if they won't laugh... I think if there are any... Yeah, they won't laugh at Moe's jokes. I can't even say things.
Why aren't you in jail? We'll allow that. It's not wrong. Oh god. I'm ready. There is no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my humor. Mole curls represent.
We got a new act to work to prepare for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something, will ya? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it.
We thought we were free. Why are these people here? To make me remember all the voices.
But what's this? Rat! It's just an ordinary electric razor recharger. I can't believe this, really. How long do they plan on making me do this?
Ah, but it's Edgepool's idea, so it means it must have a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? Ha!
It was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me the Queen Wendy and treat me like royalty, and this is going to feel the pain of my heel of bird playing with fire as they distorted the scenery and burned down the rat-tat-tat-tat. Have you ever tried switching between this many voices this quickly? I don't want to claim I've got some sort of special power, but bloody hell, it's hard. I appreciate everything you do, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, that's already gone, sorry. And that's right, I received a letter from Ms. Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. And I'm really thankful to have met everyone. Oh, has Ms. Von Karma got a crush, maybe? It's my cross to bear. Adrian X. Francisca.
It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage, and may we both be blessed with longevity. I hear Berlin's good this time of year.
Any other voices I've got to remember? No? Music's faded out. Okay, now epilogue, where we explain all the things that were ignored. March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. international departures. We're gonna hit... I'm allowing hit those gay auto mod, because it ends in clubs. Jesus, so tetchy. International departures, gate 12. Am I going on holiday? Where are you where are you going, Francisca? Whoever that is. How did you know I was here? Oh, with this. See, that's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That is just like you. I only planted it there because he's always wearing it. This filthy, drab coat of his. Oh, I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, you told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? Oh, it seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here. Oh, it doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? I hear Berlin's nice to stay. Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter. Francisca, so many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius, there is no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? No, the chat just shouted at me to give him the whip, and I thought, sure, it'll make the evening interesting. I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on ahead without Miles Edgeworth. I've always hated you. And then, finally, my chance to take revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. Yeah, reminder, anyone who gets the guilty verdict gets the death penalty.
I see.
You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today.
Oh, I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did.
Adrian Andrews?
You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today, you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma.
No. I'm Franziska von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now, so you'd better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. There's the face, she. Have emotions, people. They're good for you. Somebody, Phoenix Wright, one day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again. Cliffhanger? Oh. No. That's very sweet. And we're done. Glad Maya knew how to draw the hair. Oh, she's done it before. She has drawn many a picture of Phoenix and Edgeworth. There we go. Yeah, if it's not clear, that was Maya's drawing. Maya did a drawing, and it was misplaced, and there was a fourth piece of evidence, which was not found. Here's that. I thought it was going to be sinister. I thought there was going to be a dun 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 at the end, but no, it's just kind of sweet. There was a part of my brain that went, wait, is Phoenix the killer? No. I did it! I managed to survive through the first 3 cases so that I could play the good one. No, the first one was good. I like the first one as well. It was very short, but it was good. The fourth one was good. I've forgotten the second one already. The third one was bad. What's the second one? Oh, the summoning one, yeah. That was alright. Kind of. Gotta go, hope you have a good year. I mean, we're coming up to bloody 4 hours of this stream, so... Evidently my weird throat in the morning transpired to nothing, so that's good. Have a lovely Kiro! Thanks for being here and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again to Ragdoll for buying me this game. And someday we will return with the 3rd game in the trilogy. I'm interested to know who Goddo is. Because I've seen a lot. I haven't seen a lot, I've seen enough to go, you're interesting. I think that's a new prosecutor, maybe? Nice coffee. Now I have to figure out tomorrow. Easy, Doctor Who noodles. Look forward to the 3rd one. Yeah, it'll happen. And then we have the other, the Chronicles? Crocodile? I've got a lot of games that are like sort of detective visual novel kind of things. So we're not going to run out of, you know. Oh yeah, another thing I should point out, as demonstrated on screen right now, I just added 47 new facts to the scroll. The carousel now has a bunch of new facts in it. That took all afternoon doing that. I took out some old ones as well, like 20 or so. Old ones, mostly XCOM related, because I've forgotten what the joke was. I haven't added any of those facts, unfortunately. I'm still trying to work out more jokes that are like sound like fact but are just self-explanatory. But yeah, thanks for being here. Happy almost hootenanny one and all. We don't really say that on stream, do we? It's normally an RPG thing.
I know what Ferrero Rocher is, but I haven't eaten one, because why would you? Tilda cheap.
If you don't like Ferrero Rocher, why not try Crispy Chippy cereal?
Well, they did drop an item, but it fell into the void.
Not the void. Did Franziska throw that card out of the plane?
My torch is shwimping.
Schwoomping. That's a very Sawyer quote, I feel. I don't know why. Schwoomp. Feels like a Sawyer word. Yeah. That was Phoenix Wright. I have no idea what the next game's going to be I'm going to play on stream. I literally just did not think about it at all until we started getting to the end of this. So let me know what you want, if you want something more like this. I am considering maybe starting to do a draw through, so we might only be playing one stream of a game per week. So maybe something slower, just to sort of fit that vibe. I don't know. Schwoop. You do say a lot of things, and they're almost all good. Speaking of which, fact. No, hang on. When the next fact comes up, I know exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of the two I've put in that's special. It's this fact right here. That's not a fact. When's the next fact coming up, Carousel? Come on. It's like every 3 things, isn't it? I programmed you. Dark would disagree. Fact. No, boo. Okay. In that case, I will post it in Discord. I think I put it in memes. 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 But that will come up eventually on stream, so... What's the fact? You'll find out. Is the fact just spelk? No. There are 2, actually. It crops up twice. I put in the effort, right? I put in the effort of making my own logo. Oh, hey, look. But yeah. It's the end of the stream. I didn't know how that sentence was going to start when I started making that noise. For now, though, I will click this and it will say the wrong thing. It will say Creator Tony. We will create a Tony tomorrow in the guise of Doctor Who monsters. Let's sleep, one and all. It's almost hootenanny. Yeah, we're going to do more Doctor Who doodling tomorrow. It'll be a nice chill sort of wind down after this. And then we'll start considering what game to play next. I will look through my long list of games. What I have said at some point, I will play that on stream. But for now, probably not a lot of voice acting. Nice to have a rest and maybe come up with one or two more voices to do for the next game, so I don't keep recycling them. Sleepy time for everybody except our US friends. I mean, they can sleep as well, but US, Canadian, etc. I said my brain wanted to say North American, and then my brain went, no, it's not American, it's US. Be specific. It's like, wait, no, hang on. I actually meant North American. Anyway. I'm trying, all right? I'm trying. Yes, have a good one. It is now finally hootenanny. I can end. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for enjoying and having a nice time, hopefully. And I'll see you all around. Goodbye, bye, 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 bye. Bye.